Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, howdy. Today is the big Abyss Core testing day, where we're essentially going to take all the good Abyss Cores that people have been playing, Otter's Orb, Rose Pursued, Waves of Darkness, and all that kind of stuff, and see if they actually do what they promised to do, and if the damage is in any way worth it, or if it would be better to discard said cores. Because we have definitely been using some of them just because it's convenient, but not because they're super efficient. For this, we're going to use the health detection device, which does actually show us the HP of enemies. Now, it's a bit tricky to test some things. We're gonna begin today with the Flames of Judgment. So we get our bow out. We removed all the crit that we can so we get more conclusive results, right? And we're gonna do Flames of Judgment first, which say they're shooting like forward these waves of fire, right? On impact. And you can actually see that when I shoot like my shot here, then you see like how these balls of fire are falling forward. So our goal is to see how much damage do these respective ball of fire explosions actually do. Now, I'd like to do this with a turning slash, but then I can't see their life bars. Like you can see, we can actually see their life bars here. So I'm going to shoot this, and then just check. Oh, wow. It actually, like, one of these balls just killed him. Okay, let's try to just hit the, here. See, I'm not trying to, oh, wow, it died. Half HP away. Okay, half HP away. So I'm not trying to like hit them directly. I'm just trying to hit them with the power, if that makes sense. See, now we hit him like that one too. Oh, that one actually died from it straight away. Okay, that was probably a crit, right? Bad, get a C there. How are you doing? Okay, now let's shoot that one too. Ah, shit, I don't have any more. Let's get some more spirit. So we're gonna do like a lot of these, like just randomly shooting things and just see how much damage do these powers really do. So here we hit that guy. Didn't shoot him, but it, oh wow, it killed him. Okay, so full HP death from that power. So conclusion is already Flames of Judgment, surely worth it when it comes down to the damage. So that's like massive damage, not just a little bit. What I wonder though is if you directly hit one with the Flames of Judgment, right? Does the actual stone explosion do damage to the main target? Because that's a bit complicated since I cannot test if I am damaging the main dude, right? If like he's taking damage or only the guys behind him are taking the damage, which I probably assume because he like it didn't look like that the lead dude. I see he takes some damage, and the ones behind him also take damage. So I guess it's like not the full to the main target when it just comes down to boss clearing. So now we're gonna have to load this. I made a save for this, and we're gonna test like the wind power because you have two wind powers that go on wind imbuement. I hope you're super interested in this as I am. Walk, good to see you there. How you doing? Because we have just been using these, but we never tested like, does Otter's Orb do a lot of damage? I mean, I mainly used it for the stagger, not for the damage, right? So how much damage does it actually do? That's the bigger question. By the way, if you put this helmet on, Cliff loses his beard. Just like that. Beard gone. Because why wouldn't Cliff just randomly lose his beard, right? Sorry, I'm good to see you there. How you doing, brother? Okay, luckily, the loading is relatively quick nowadays. So that's happy times for me. Okay, so we tested the Flames of Judgment. Now we're going to go and we're going to pick up different equipment pieces. So I got the Ancient Reckoning. Okay, so we're going to remove the gloves. Ancient Reckoning says, create a storm where the enemy is to deal additional damage. So if I now take out my bow and then go for the wind power, and then we're shooting, right? We put up this wind tornado here that's supposedly doing good damage. Now we're going to find out if it actually does also good damage. I need to add a training dummy. There is a training dummy, Nasher, but I don't think the training dummy actually does have HP. I didn't test with the life helmet. We can quickly test if the training dummy does actually have HP. But yeah, the life detect helmet is the only way how you can display health bars if you don't have a boss. And sadly, I killed every single boss already. I only have like a handful left and I don't know where they are. So I do not have quick access to a boss now to test things, which is a bit of a bummer because I could have like seen to some more conclusive tests, but I miss like in Payloon, like a few more, right? I miss in, no, Payloon I got all, Delicia I got all, Crimson Desert I missed like one single one, and Demonis I missed like 2, right? So I got them. Hey, didn't get to see their partner? So in the Greyman camp, if you have your Greyman camp further upgraded, all the way to the right, you got this training dummy. If I now pull down my detect life mask, so that's detect life, I don't think the training dummy gets a life bar. Yeah, training dummy doesn't have a life bar, as you can see here. So that's sadly not useful for the actual testing that we're trying to do here. So we're gonna have like real opponents, right? Where's see how many stacks I got of a specific items? What do you mean, sir? You just look into your inventory. Jumbo, this is Crimson Desert. You might have heard of it. By the way, I checked the Steam charts for Crimson Desert, right? We're in the 2nd week of the game, and the player numbers have still not dropped. My workers at the camp keep resetting the missions. You don't have enough space in your thingy arc. Check your stash if there's enough space. Some missions require stash space. That might be a reason. Okay, so these have full HP. Wind power right at their feet. I mean, it actually welds them up, right? So when you do the wind power, but damage-wise, if you compare this to what the fire wind power did, that's like nothing to even look at here. See, like they get whirled up and they don't take damage. I guess this could be useful against a boss if it would actually throw up the boss, but like just from a nuke potential, right? This is not there. Pretty weak. So conclusion already, the actual wind power doesn't seem to be too hot. Here, I need to shoot one of the lizards right in the lizard face. Let's see. Yeah, see that's nothing. Look at that. He took barely any damage. Jeez. The 400 free spaces. Well, then I have no conclusion why your missions are aborting, my friend. Okay, so that was now the Ancient Reckoning. But we have a second wind power, so that was Ancient Reckoning. But we also have, what is it called again? Frost Hail, Orbs of Lightning, Pillar of Wind. So Pillar of Wind is different. Pillar of Wind does make an actual Pillar of Wind that you can jump into, which is kind of interesting. In case you didn't know this, right? So this is Pillar of Wind now. Let's see, you have full HP, mister.
I'll send you straight to your grave.
This is an actual Pillar of Wind that doesn't even do any damage. Eh. That was... I mean, the damage is just from the hit, but not from the pillar. The pillar doesn't do anything. The interesting part is, so what you can do with the Pillar of Wind is you can shoot it, right? And then you can actually do this. Oh, that's amazing, isn't it? Look at this. I mean, for this, it's actually funny to carry it around, but that's around it, right? Okay, so Pillar of Wind essentially, like both wind powers, kind of useless. I'm disappointed in that one. What's your knowledge percentage, Josh? We can throw an eye on it in a second. What is the max where I look? Oh, I don't know if you can see if there's any max for stacks, to be honest. By the way, Nasha, I don't think we really need a super training dummy because this level of optimization is just nice to know. But is it really going to influence much of your playstyle, right? I mean, it's cool to know how much things do and if they're actually worth it, especially when it comes down to these powers that you do with R2 when you're using up your stamina. But obviously, you really want to know of the elemental powers, if maybe lightning is going to turn out better, right? Jojo, I sadly can't read French, but bonjour, my friend. That's the only one you get from me. So, next power would be lightning. Actually, let's do ice first, because ice is really bad. So, we get frost hail. So, in case you've never seen frost hail, this is frost hail. It rains down the frost orbs around a target. Ba-ba-bum, as you can see. Right? And the biggest problem with frost hail is it's not going to hit the target. Right? So we're gonna actually take our bow. We're gonna get the frost imbuement. Wait, we need to pull down our mask for life recognition. So here, that guy. So I'm gonna shoot him with the frost power, and then the frost power goes around. So if I put this here on the floor, it's never gonna hit the actual target, right? So it only hits everyone around, and even the guys it hits around, it doesn't do any damage. I'm like not sure about this one at all, because like, see, I'm gonna shoot this now here in the middle of these guys. See, he got hit. That's nothing, right? That's the actual frost power. And if I hit him, like, sure, he dies from the shot, but the others would have never hit him. To get the Forgotten General, you need to get the Otter quest in the top. After you get the Otter quest, you can, like, the Otter quest is in the north, top left of Payloon. There are 3 ruins. You go there, and you'll be attacked by, like a Black Bear guy, Black Bear General. Blah, 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 the Ashen. And then you get the Otter quest line, and after you're done with the Otter quest line, you get the Forgotten General. The video from yesterday explains this good Hama. We made a whole video on the 3 overwhelming beings and how to beat them. So yeah. Edward, your videos and streams have been a great help. Not a young man, so I need a bit of help now and then. Thank you. Appreciate it, Edward. Hope you're enjoying the game. Fahad, we all love the game, with its problems. Boss in Act 4 is too strong for me, Salman. How far are you upgraded? So for the Act 4 boss, you want to at least be 4 times upgraded, Salman. Okay, 4 times. Your whole gear, everything. And preferable, well, you want to know how to use your turning slash. Okay. So that makes already all the elements, but like, so frost element was bad. Wind element was bad. Now we have lightning. So orb of lightning is kind of cool. See, you hit and the lightning orbs go around the target. I'm not entirely sure how well this one will actually hit the target. So we go for lightning. We pull down our helmet. See if I now shoot. I think this should actually hit a boss multiple times, right? I mean, more often than other stuff. Okay. I'm gonna shoot him directly. Yeah, they don't really get hit. This is like, see there. This is, oh man. I mean, I wish the other elements were actually like good, because they're kind of fun to use. But what is this? That was nice, but that was probably a crit, I'd say. So against rather big bosses, this could somewhat work. It's also shocking enemies, so I like that. But like from a damage standpoint, it's really disappointing. I mean, the conclusion is in the end going to be firepowers just win. Yeah, this is like, it's not even hitting the guy in the middle sometimes. Like, you hit him with a super shot. Oh my goodness. They hit him with a super shot and then he doesn't even take damage. What is this? What is this? That's so disappointing. Very, very sad. I hope the conclusion on the R powers are going to be better. Edward, you're watching my YouTubers to know what's coming. Take your time, Edward. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to miss. But I would always recommend play a bit, then check on YouTube what you might have missed. Catch up, play a bit, catch up, right? And at some point, you'll just be satisfied. The pot, Hama, the pot you need to stab. and then like with the stabbing skill, and then the fluids will flow out of the pot. It might be that in order to get the Otter quest line, you need to do the other tribes first. So in Payloon, there's 5 tribes, and you need to start with the first tribe, pretty much. I still can't hire contribution workers after this path. I can hire the Greymane contribution workers. So what we're talking about in Payloon, for the people here, you need to start doing the quest for the Bagan, then Skalker, and then Longleaf, then Shar, and then Otic, right? So step by step. So that was lightning. Okay, let's do Volcanic Eruption. So Volcanic Eruption is obviously one of the strongest ones that we have been using since forever. But how much damage is it actually doing? Like, right, when you pull this out and you shoot, bum, you get the Volcanic Eruption. So that's cool. My question has always been, how much damage does it really do to the actual main target, right? Let's pull out our helmet. And if you wonder why we're not doing this with a turning slash instead of the arrow shots, if I do a turning slash, I'm going to put away my mask. So I can't really do an elemental imbued turning slash and see the life of the enemy, right? Because like this, you can see the life bars. Okay, if I do this. So these 2 get hit. These 3 get hit. So that was actually... Oh, they all died. Okay, so... Yeah, they like, if you get direct hit, you're just dead. What if I shoot this thingy directly? This is one of the most damage I've seen from just a single hit. Like, the fire explosion just does more damage than the... Yeah. So fire explosion does more damage than wind, ice, everything together when I directly hit the enemy. And everything just flies around. And even if I just hit the ground in the front, right, and they really just get hit by the stone sea, like, they're just taking damage, right? And the burning actually stuns them. So it's, like, plenty useful. This really makes the fire the best choice. Jeez. I mean, I knew this, but, like, just from a testing standpoint, all the other elements stink. So flame is the best. Not only is flame the best, also flames of judgment are actually worth it. What happened? Oh, I cleared the location out. Yeah, okay. We need to load again. So if we go through this, wind was completely useless. I mean, and that didn't really do any damage. It jumped enemies up. Then lightning was cool for the stun, but fire stuns as well by being fire, right? So why would we need lightning if fire stuns? Ice doesn't even freeze, and Pillar of Wind was also useless. So when it comes down to pure elemental supremacy, then it's just a win of fire. I mean, the advantage of fire is also that it has 2 powers, right? So we got the Volcanic Eruption, and we got the Flames of Judgment, while the other skills always only have 1 skill, right? So wind might have 2, but the wind skills are useless. But fire has 2, and both of them are amazing. So yay. Let's see. We got. We're gonna write some notes. Abyss Court test here today. So both wind, bad. Ice, too far. Not narrow enough. Then we got lightning, nice stun, no damage. And fire is just best damage, best area at the same time. Can you combine them? No, you can't combine 2 elements. So the cores specifically say imbued. They don't say if your weapon does the kind of damage, so then electrical spear would work. See, the power just directly says attacks imbued with flame. And this is like the trigger word. It needs to be imbued with one of the thingies, right? Yeah, flame does a lot of stagger as well, exactly. If the others would at least do a lot of stagger, it might make sense. But again, I don't have a boss to test the stagger right now, correct? What we now want to test is something different. So these were all the imbuement powers. But I also prepared a bunch of spears. So these spears have all the same damage. This one has Otter's Orb. So on using now my heavy attack, I will unleash Otter's orbs, but how much damage do they actually deal? So I wonder if I can get them to hit without me actually hitting, right? So I'm just gonna do this. Right? I want to just the orbs to hit. I mean, they're not bad in damage. See, this is my normal hit. Let's see how much damage does my normal hit do. Here, this guy. So I'm gonna hit him. This is a normal hit, and then the Otter's orb does like a minimal damage on top on that, right? Here, let's hit him. Wow. I mean, it's really like mini hit. So damage-wise, Otter's orb is not really impressive. The cool thing about Otter's orb is the stun, though, because I do this, right? And the enemies get bonus stunned. So this has always been the nice thing, that after you're done hitting, there's actually this bonus stun coming. And this has always been convincing me about like why Otter's orb is actually a good thingy. But I wonder if the other powers are doing much more damage, right? So that was Otter's orb. Let's load back into the other. Because we have like more of these R2 powers. We, for example, have the Dark Fangs that I haven't tried out yet. How are you seeing enemy health bars? It's a health detect helmet that you get at the end of the game, or towards the end of the game, I think in chapter 11, Priya. I just learned that it actually shows health bars. I thought it would just show me life forms. So that, yeah, I was like, well, wow, that's useful. I got coffee that tastes like Christmas cookies. I found a leftover special offer in a store today. Christmas cookie coffee. Very tasty. Karmi pulled for light attacks. We're probably not going to try out light attacks because I never do light attack spam, but we'll see. So that was Otter's orb. Now we have the others. Okay, so we got Frost Spike. Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw is a new one that I picked up. So it looks really cool because you do this attack, right? And then you have the forward slashing. Let me pull this out. You do this attack and see like these slashes are coming. And this is for every attack. So it's like slash, 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 slash. And I do believe that against bosses should be insane, right? 30 hours in and I still feel weak. In Hernand, you could get the Huando. Level that up to level 4. Huando is the katana that you get in Hernand. Very powerful weapon. It also applies crit on each slash. Wait, does it? Or is it just like, it's not written there, right? Unleashes 3 swipes forward, dealing additional damage, but it doesn't say anything about crit. Maestro. Doesn't say it. Okay, oh, that was my hit. That was just the Shadow Claws. Damn. Damn, the Shadow Claws are doing damage. That's more than Otter's Orb for sure. Yeah. I mean, it essentially I would say doubles my damage. Right? I mean, like, Otter's Orbs didn't, but this one definitely, especially in a boss fight. Yeah, oh, this is huge. Damn. Okay, that's, yeah. I like that. I mean, I regret not having that earlier. It's really nice. Where do you get all the fire to come out? You mean this? This is fire imbuement, so you need the flames, and then you need the other stuff. Infinite arrow build will get nerfed next. I mean, there's nothing they can nerf about the infinite arrow build, Assassin. Also, the infinite arrow build is OP. There's no question about that, but it doesn't hurt that it's OP. It's a single-player game. You know, the thing about single-player games is OP stuff is allowed to exist because OP stuff is fun. Like, you don't have to play with infinite arrow build, right? Okay, so what we got? We had like here, so this was this is R2 now. R2, Otter's orb, barely any damage. Nice stagger though. We got a Shadow Claw, crazy damage. Right? Can you try Shadow Claw with 2 swords and dual wield? I mean, it's just going to do less damage because your sword does less attack, but it's still going to do damage. And since you can spam more, you're going to get more Shadow Claws. However, the Shadow Claws only work on the heavy attack, I think, with the one blade, and the other blade is not going to do it. If that makes sense to you. I wonder if like the Shadow Claws, okay, so this one here, not the Otter's Orb. I wonder how strong the Shadow Claw is together with the gem that says the Abyss Core, that says consecutive attacks, right? So you have this one, I don't know if I have with me, that says damage increases with consecutive attacks. If I put this on my gloves and then go for an R2 spam, right? How would that feel? That makes sense. Because it should obviously increase what Shadow Claw does. Your Hawker committed to this? No, I'm just having fun. I mean, this is really interesting to me, right? I just enjoy finding this out. Because I like finding this out. Okay, oh, I forgot something. Shit. We need another weapon. I'm an idiot. What did we forget, chat? We forget Crow's Pursuit. That one is also something we wanted to test. Teleport back. How do I get in the village that crows keep stopping you from entering? I don't even know what you're talking about. Is Crow's Pursuit good? That's what we're going to test now, Rio. I'm going to, up front, Crow's Pursuit alone is good for stagger. Because Crow's Pursuit has an infinite stagger range, right? Crow's Pursuit already staggers an enemy that's like 2 kilometers away. Which makes Crow's Pursuit inherently good simply because of that. Okay? I need another weapon that's similar to my other weapons. I'm trying to only take spears, in case you wonder what I'm doing. So I'm trying to take spears that all do roughly the same damage. That will make my testing a bit more conclusive, if that makes sense. We're going to take the Thorn of Darkness, yeah. Accent Extracts, IGN is actually wanting to re-review the game. Where, like, you know, we gave IGN a lot of shit for their review of the game because, I mean, clearly it was bullshit. But they actually said they want to re-review the game again. So at least they're, how do I say this now? At least they're willing to accept that maybe their opinion was shit, and they should think about it. Oh, I need to pull out Grey Soul Howling. Shit, I need to pull these 2 out as well. I need way more weapons.
Welcome. Until next time.
Maestro, I followed it through my 120-hour playthrough. Damn, Master, you've been putting in those hours, sir. Okay, I pulled out Crow's Pursuit. Now Crow's Pursuit needs to go into my... you know what? We're gonna put something in the Darkbringer as well that should work. Frostbite, Shadowclaw, Wound of Darkness, Frosthail. This one is going to get Crow's Pursuit. Then I'm gonna pull out the... let's extract this here. We're gonna pull out the Ground Surge. Yeah. Oh, Axon, don't worry. We already kicked the troll out. We have no time for someone who's saying 6 out of 10 was generous for the game. You know? We have no time for people that are just mindlessly hating.
We meet again.
Don't worry. We're not wasting our precious hours with
Our
idiocy.
paths will cross again.
Okay, after I have done these, I need to actually save the game. Wait, no, we need to teleport first to my location. It's like, the problem is, once I clear this camp out, okay, Chad, you have to understand, why do I so religiously save? Once I clear this camp out, I have barely any camps left. Because I did too much in the game. I have barely any bosses left, I have barely any camps left. I actually have no camps with elites left. So I really need to do my testing here in a camp that actually still exists. Okay, save the save number 2. Okay, what did we... Crow's Pursuit. Yes, we wanted to test Crow's Pursuit now. So we figured out that Shadow Claw's insane. Okay, and we got Crow's Pursuit now. What does Crow's Pursuit do? Crow's Pursuit were the crows that are coming out to attack. Now, we don't know how much damage they'll deal, so let's check that. Pull out our mask. Okay, come here.
You, eh?
How much damage did he take from that? I need to see his life. Out of my way. When the crows already did some decent damage. The thing is, so with multiple targets, the crows don't attack the guy, right? See, but they actually do... They do good damage. They do more damage than the Otter's orb. Yeah, that, like, look at this guy. Like, he has lost so much HP just from crows. Right? I mean, just sitting in the open here. And that guy's almost dead from crows alone. Shadow Claw does more damage, per se, because all Shadow Claws hit, like, one target, right? But the crows are just doing, like, bonus staggers, even if you're not hitting someone.
I'll send you straight to your grave.
Yeah, crows is more AoE, but crows is also, like, I can pretty much stand this far away from a boss, right? Especially the teleporting bosses. And I can do this, and the teleporting boss will get hit. So this is like very useful information, like in this regard, because you just know, like, bop, 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 and the teleporting boss, like, he gets hit, and then you can actually follow up with, like, a turning slash into whatever, right? So that's something really important to keep in mind, that the crows have, like, this insane use, because they like, I can really go this far away, and I can still hurl them out, and see, they're still hitting. So this is still hitting the guy back there, right? Even with this distance, and that stagger is invaluable. The health bar you can see with a helmet that detects health. Okay, so crows is Otter's Orb, Shadow Claw. Crow's Pursuit is a good damage. Crazy range. So Otter's Orb gets a minus for me. Shadow Claw is definitely a plus in this regard, right? Shadow Claw is the biggest winner for sure. Like if we go for a plus and minus system, Crow's Pursuit is probably like a plus if we go with Shadow Claw, like, because it's the most damage. Both winds ones are minus. Ice is just minus. Lightning is minus. It's like, I really like that, and fire is like plus. So this is like, it's kind of good. So we have health bars, ladies and gentlemen, with this helmet here, the health detection device that you get in Delecia. If you equip it and then you put it on here, you can pull it down, and from that point on, it shows health bars. Okay, Crow's Pursuit. I think that was the last R ability we have, because there's only Otter's Orbs, Crow Pursuit, and Shadow Claw. Unless you're going to tell me I'm missing one. Does anyone know of another R ability? RT? I don't think so, right? And these were the ones. I couldn't find another one. At least one, like, you know. Front Smash. The Ground Surge is a turning slash ability. So we're gonna now test turning slash, Mastro. So you're talking about the turning slash stuff. We got this. So we have frost spike, for example. So frost spike is from turning slash. When you hit, the frost goes forward. So that like I need to put my element off. So element is off, weapon out. And if I do this now, you get the frost. Okay. The problem is like I cannot elemental imbue this attack because if I do this and elemental imbue it, then it turns like, as you can see, it puts my device off. So that's kind of shit. Your graphics settings looks good. I have everything on ultra and I play with FSR plus native on frame generation. And I actually put ray tracing on and it didn't have any impact on my FPS. I was really surprised. Okay, we're gonna try to hit these guys now without the turning slash. Okay, so just the eyes. Yeah, that was a problem. I just want to hit him with the eyes, right? Not like. Okay, this is without the 35% bonus damage with the turning slash, by the way. How much damage did the guys take behind him? I mean, decent. Let's here get him. Oh wow, that didn't hit on the first one. You hit him, and then the ice hits him another time. It's not that much damage. Like just pure ice damage, right? It's not. It's nice, but it isn't like a crazy amount. Right? The actual damage is the turning slash. Boom. And if you then look for the ice spikes, they're not really doing that much more. I'm rather surprised at how few the ice itself actually is. I thought it was more. Okay. So this is RBRT. Ice Judgment, or here both eyes. Low damage. Good range though, right? Doesn't really freeze that much. So orbs are not worth it, Tindaro. If you play Crow's Pursuit, put the orbs out. Honestly, I dropped the orbs too because, nah. This is already... I've experienced this. I've done many boss fights now without the orbs. They're not worth it. I thought they were absolutely insane, but they're not. Are those guys potentially ice resistant since you're in the desert? And we can test that. That's a good point. Not invalid, sir. We can take our ice. Shadow Claw, Wound of Darkness, Crow's Pursuit. Oh my goodness, Pony. Where are you? Where are you right now? Otter's orbs. Which weapon did have the ice on it? Racial howling. Oh, I'm just a frost spike. Jesus. Okay, ignore everything that just happened here. We could test it against the dudes. They're the what are they called again? The bounty hunters they tend to go around here. So these are not the dragons. These are different guys. Pull out the helmet again. Get the weapon out. These are not bounty hunters, right? These are different guys. That does a bit more damage against them. But still not like... I was expecting kind of more damage. Right? Let's teleport. Wait. You're saying ice region. I could teleport here into Mount. No. Back down here, I have some pirates, I guess. That's the closest I have to like some kind of enemies, just to test. So you're right. We need to at least try it somewhere different. What to put instead of Otter's Orb? A Shadow Claw, if you have it. Shadow Claw is from the legendary Wolf quest in Hernan. Absolutely worth it. I don't know how to trigger the quest. I just got it. I really hope the game would have been an MMO. Honestly, if the game was an MMO, it would have turned out terrible. It's too clunky for that. It doesn't have the quality of life. It would have been an absolute horrible MMO. Like seriously, like absolute trash tier Asian MMO then. Sorry. It not meant like racist or any way, right? But like seriously trash tier Asian MMO. It just does not have the quality of life. It does not have what other MMOs have. It would crash and burn right away. And I'm saying that as someone who actually really likes the game. Okay, we got all these guys here now. They're all neatly lined up. Oh, how much damage? When I assume they also just have less life, right? But they lost quite some life from my one frost attack there. Here. Oh, that like here does sufficient damage. Yeah. Okay, so it could be that they're ice resistant. I'll take it back. Okay. Good range. Good range. Good damage. Could be, right? Mm-hmm. Are you not playing Warren's Meat anymore, Tindara? No, I play it, but there's just no content to really make. A small co-op, yeah, I mean, small scale co-op would be great. Being able to invite people for boss fights, for example, like the summon system from Souls games, maybe. Or even full co-op. I mean, seamless co-op with a friend if you then so wish to. It could be funny if you could actually join a friend's game and then you play Unka or Damien, right? I mean, we have Unka and Damien chat. Right? So I would assume like if you could play with your friend, he plays Cliff, you play Damien, another dude plays Unka, and then you three run around. That would be cool. So I could get behind that. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay, so Wound of Darkness now. Because I was actually scammed by this ability, so I thought personally that Wound of Darkness is insane. What is Wound of Darkness? Wound of Darkness is this one. And I thought personally, I thought it's insane. And I do believe if you hit one enemy, he's getting hit by all three blades, right? So if I hit one guy, he gets hit by all three. However, I think the single blade doesn't actually do a lot of damage. So like we hit him now. Let's pull down my mask. It's decent. Okay, no, again. See, I just missed him. He was right in front of me and I missed him. Okay, I missed all of them again. I hit some. It's just like from a, like, yeah, but compared to the ice thingy that would have hit all of them, for sure, right? Did the guy behind him get hit? I mean, this is really, like, compared to the others, see, that was the damage. It travels also really slow. I mean, I think in a boss fight, actually still worth it, right? Because in a boss fight, you would hit all three at the same time. See, like, if they all three hit, it's kind of cool. But like, for anything else but boss fighting, they really don't actually do a lot. I mean, the damage is not terrible, right? But the overall utility is terrible. So what do we have? We got... Wave of Darkness is good damage. Very slow. Few... bad AoE. Okay for bosses. I guess. The target dummy doesn't have a life bar. Or I cannot show the life bar of the target dummy. Yeah, Doc, we're gonna try out the ground slammer in a second, don't worry. Okay, what do we have now? We got... So, next up was Wound of Darkness. Actually, it was not. It was called Wound of Darkness, yeah. Wound of Dankness. And we got ourselves Frostbite, Shadow Claw, Wound, Crow's Pursuit. And then we get Ground Surge, ladies and gentlemen. So Ground Surge is this one. Boom. Which has these spikes and the spikes explode. It's like the ice power, just better. Oh, would focus work in multiplayer? Probably it wouldn't. Yeah, that's great damage, even for the fire immune people. That's just more damage than the... Oh, it didn't, Yeah, that's just more damage. So far the most, I'd say. And if I yeet it like into every one, right? It just hits them, and it hits them all. Yeah, that one just pushes, and then it pushes again. Okay, let's try to hit this only this guy here. One. Yeah, that's the most damage. Okay. Gonna test Abyssal Raise. I have Abyssal Raise. I think. I'm not entirely sure. I need to check. Do you remember which weapon Abyssal Raise was on? I know I have them, I think, but I don't remember where from we get them. But yeah, I assume Abyssal Raise is already gonna be like very limited in scope and scale. So that is Ground Surge. Heavy damage, fantastic AoE, good stun, everything. Jason, we're just looking at the damage of the special abilities right now. That's the most important part. So we don't want to know, like, our turning slash does turning slash damage, right? But we want to know how much damage the actual ability does, pretty much. Okay, that was all my... No, we still have the Grey Soul Howling. The problem is that I have the Grey Soul Howling on my strongest weapon, so that doesn't really count, because my weapon here is a bit overtuned. Grey Soul Howling is when I do a turning slash, and you see like this guy come afterwards, right? So it's like a turning slash into another turning slash. Abyssal Ray is from a vendor outside Demoness. We can check where it's actually coming from in a GIF. Okay, so I need to do this. That didn't hit, right? Oh, how am I gonna make sure that that one actually hits? Okay, did that guy get hit? How much damage did he take? Oh, he was already dead, almost. Okay, all of these get hit. Oh my goodness, they're all... Yeah. Okay, we missed him. Oh wow, did he just lose half HP just from that? Holy! I mean, he gets thrown back, so it's like hard to... Yeah, he just loses half HP just from the... Wow. Okay. Grey Soul Howling. My ass. Grey Soul Howling can also crit probably and just like massive damage. Kid? Yeah. Grey Soul, let's go. I mean, Grey Soul is massive, especially with full crit. You essentially double damage with Grey Soul Howling. Okay. Okay. Sadly, you get this one extremely late. So Greysoul Howling is chapter 9 or something. Greysoul Howling. Massive damage. Takes 200%, pretty much. Bad. I'd say bad AoE in comparison to stuff, Chad. Because, like, sure, it hits the target, but it's more like a boss killer, right? Will Greysoul Howling work with Volcanic Power versus bosses? Aizen, so yes, Greysoul Howling will be terrible together with the Volcanic Power. So if I now use Greysoul Howling here, and we're gonna fire imbue our attack, and we're gonna equip the Volcanic Eruption, then obviously on the Greysoul Howling turning spinny slash, you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna throw him away, but a boss you won't, right? Will you make a YouTube video about the testing? Yes, Joker. We'll make a YouTube video about this. This is just like, I wanted to do this off stream, but I was like, why would I do this off stream when we can just go through this together and have fun? I hope this is interesting to you because like, it's really fucking interesting to me. I just like to check this, but yeah, I was like, why wouldn't we do it live? You know, why wouldn't we have a good time while we just check out stuff anyways? You know? Would one work better on a spear over a sword and vice versa? That doesn't matter too much. The only thing you got to consider with the different weapon types is, so the weapon type does not determine the damage. The refinement level determines the damage. So the more refinement, the more damage. So that's very important, right? Generally speaking. This is why also the Greysoul Howling is like, my Vow of the Dead King is 10 times upgraded, but still Greysoul Howling is great damage. Regardless of that, right? I mean, my weapon also does more damage with a hit. Still though, that's something, but weapon type doesn't really matter. That being said, every weapon seems to have an inherent crit rate, so it might be that the Darkbringer has like a 10% inherent crit rate, while Spear has a 9% inherent crit rate. I don't actually, like, that's something we don't exactly know how high the inherent crit rates are, per se. Okay, we got Wound of Darkness, Shadow Claw, Frostspike, you said Abyssal Rays, correct? I don't know if I have Abyssal Rays. Let's check. Where's my cap? I have to open Google on the side. I think I saw Abyssal Ray, but I don't remember. Abyss Gear, Abyssal Ray location. Okay. Demoness. Ah, he sells it. There's a vendor right here outside of Demoness. He sells the Abyssal Rays. The Abyssal Gear farm got nerfed. It's not working anymore. So if you're just trying to now farm Abyssal Gear by bumping the weapons out of enemies' hands, that it doesn't work anymore. The same with the new flying mechanic. That one got nerfed as well. So the Supersonic Boom flight sadly got nerfed too. Abyssal Rays also from the final boss. Spoiler! Wow! Spoiler! I thought we're friends. You do me like this, brother. Terribly obscene. Moderators. So. No, you're not whom I'm looking for. No, yeah, he's who I'm looking for. There you go, Chad.
If you're here,
so this is the guy,
opportunities like this,
and he does sell you Abyssal Rays. Ta-da! Okay, we need another weapon we can put Abyssal Race on then.
To keep this between us.
How do you boost in the air like that? I mean, the triple jump is just force palm. So jump, force palm, force palm, force palm. And then you do one roll to go a bit faster. But they sadly nerfed the super fast. I unlocked 4 colors, but in my camp I only have 2. I don't actually know because I haven't been dying. So I am sorry. I cannot answer your question as I haven't been dying. Should we get another weapon for Grace Soul Howling, Chad, and test it on not my strongest weapon? So I need a 4 times. I'm trying to get like only 4 times upgraded. We can take the Spada sword, has a bit less damage. Shackle of Might has a bit less. These are one-handed. I need a 2-handed. Isn't Frozen Anguish 2-handed? Chill Fallen. We can take another Darkbringer. That's fine. We can take the Hound is too few. Pawando is too few. That's a triple. You know what? Ignir has good damage, so that could work. Reckoning is not enough damage, so let's take Ignir. Yeah. I can just move some abilities around. The only enemies have HP bar. No, it's because of my helmet. Terok, no, my buck with no enemies just went away. I'm not sure what it was, but it's finally away. All my enemies are there again. How did you get 2 of the same sword? That's because I beat Otter, the Archon of Atunumbra. After you beat Otter, the Archon of Atunumbra, he gives you another Otter's sword. He's like, thanks, son. That's nifty. Here, take it. And you're like, Vohayo, sir.
Welcome.
Where's Ignir? So yeah, that's how you get Darkbringer twice. I mean, it's essentially useless unless you really want to have Darkbringer twice, right? The worst part about doing this, by the way, here is putting everything back together later. Because later I have to put everything back together. I hate it already. We also need to test how good Spirit Siphon actually is, chat. Because I assume that Spirit Siphon is actually really good. But I never really tested if it is really good. Or if it's not really good.
Welcome. May wisdom.
Okay, back to the location. But the worst part about this testing is I'm not progressing my missions at all. So we're just doing this right now. We're having a good time, right? But I am not progressing my missions. Which is actually a bit bad, but it is what it is. Okay, though, this is going to be save 3 now. Let's first go back and test the Grace Soul Howling another time, but this time with a weapon that's not 10 times upgraded. I think the conclusion is still that Grace Soul Howling is OP. Okay. I'm going to pull out Ignir, which actually does look really fire. Oh, that straight blade sword, that's really cool. Look at it, Shan. And this is a good looking weapon. No, reload an older save, Ruffery. I'll tell you the truth. I don't know what the older save is, Ruffery. So I'll have to just put everything back in order later. Oh, man. Run. Oh, still insane. Even on a... Yeah, Grace Soul Howling is just mad. Yep. Okay. Eat my ass, chat. Like, even on a lower weapon, the thing is just blasting people into smithereens. Okay, Grace Soul Howling. Thumbs up. Very good. Damn. I stopped using it since I never really saw much gain Asian. We'll actually test it. I'm not sure how good we can test it, but we will test it. Okay. So I always wondered how good it will be. Probably have to get Nakey. Okay, so Grace Soul Howling, still S tier. Disregard of everything. Sadly, I cannot test this against the Archon of Otter anymore. I really have to find an old save where the Archon is still alive, so I can actually show you the difference in damage at some point. Okay, which one? You wanted to see Abyssal Raise, right? So Abyssal Raise is a bit different because it's an RB attack now, chat. Yeah? Abyssal Raise is a hit, and then it does these lasers. The problem is, you'll have to do 3 hits for it, right? So it's like 1, 2, 3. And then it's not even happening. 1, 2, 3. Or you roll and then Abyssal Raise. Or probably jump attack. Oh, I really didn't want to do a boss fight like this. I mean, imagine having to fight a boss like that. Oh, I'm already hating it. I already hate it. Okay, how much damage do the race do, though?
Ready for a dance of blood.
Oh, man, they're a bit short. Yeah, see?
I'll send you straight to your grave.
He got hit? Oh, that did.
Blood will rain.
Okay. Oh, damage is nice. Yeah, damage is actually really nice on the race. If you then get them to hit. Yeah, oh, damage is nice. I mean, that's heavy damage, but like, see, if I now go for the left attack spam, I would have to hit 4 times, right, to get this off. I mean, I could roll. I could roll, hit, and then I get the raise, right? Roll, hit, roll, hit, roll, hit, right? But I guess in a boss fight, it would work. So if I would do a boss fight like this, right? But I don't like it. I think like if I do a heavy attack, and then a light attack. Wait, heavy, and light. No? Heavy, light. Then he should be heavy, light. No, he doesn't do the raise. So like honestly, in order to use the raise on a 2-handed weapon, it would have to be roll. I think it works better on a 1-handed weapon because 1-handed weapon was like 1-handed weapon is like 1 heavy attack into 1 light attack. If I'm not mistaken. Try Otter from above, it's a finisher. No, we don't want finishers because finishers are inherently useless. They're only good for clearing mobs, and for clearing mobs, you don't need help. Right? How to get money in the game? You farm gold bars in the wildlife park of Demonis, Lewis. It is still the best way to make money. Uncontended best way. So in case you have never farmed the gold bars, I can quickly show this as we're here. You have in Demonis, and it doesn't matter what chapter of the story you're in, there is the wildlife park. It's right below the main city. Okay. Teleport to set park. This is right below Demonis City. Cool wildlife park. Then you're going to put on your thieving mask. And you're going to do a blinding flash because it's easier to see. And you're going to check the pockets of all these park goers, the bunny people. And the bunny people, you can see what they have in their pockets. So they have normal bags, right? And if you check enough of them, there are a couple in this whole area that instead of a bag, will have a gold bar. Let's see if we can find a gold bar quickly. I mean, I'm sitting only at 1,200 silver or so because I haven't bothered about farming too much. Okay. Oh my goodness, I want to do a blinding flash. Stop it. Blinding flash. So they still have normal bags, normal bags. One of them has a different item. You could do this with your lantern, but your lantern works on a shorter range and it doesn't reveal as many bags as the blinding flash does. So blinding flash is always king. And once you see, this one has, for example, a key. That's just like to show you how different the objects can look, right? There's a key. Oh, we're unlucky today. Time I slaughtered innocent nobles. Yeah, you should obviously save before doing this so you don't accidentally blinding flash slaughter someone. Okay, right? This is a bad run, so didn't see a gold bar. When we're not done, you can just go through the whole park, right? But this is essentially how you would get it. You don't put on the mask until you find the bar. Yeah, you can do that. So you should, like, for this to be efficient, you should really like circle the whole park. So I'm obviously like here gonna just stop looking for it in a second. But this is how you like try to get the gold bar, right? And then when you have the mask, you're gonna bump into one of them and then pickpocket. And you get caught with theft, you get your gold bar, but that's okay. Walk out, done. 500 gold. This is the most effective way. This is the most effective way. I mean, if you do this for 20 minutes, you're going to have 3 to 4 gold bars, maybe even 10, depending on how lucky you are, and that's it. Right? Which Abyssal farm are you talking about? The one where you knock weapons out of enemy hands. That one seems to be nerfed. So you can't really go around knocking things out of people's hands. It's still working? Well, a lot of people were complaining that it's not working for them anymore. Shadow. So, I guess good for you. So let me get one-handed weapons quickly. One-handed, 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 one-handed. Why are all these 100 weapons? For the 100 thingies. Afternoon, KO. Good to see you there. If 50k silver are enough currency for the game? Well, sir, I have never had more than 1,000 silver, and I always have enough for the game. There's some research that will cost you 500 silver, so that's where you need the money for. I mean, in 3, like you have a research here, down here, for more health, so more max health. You have a research here for more max spirit. Actually, more max spirit is, I think in the Porin village is more max spirit. Yeah. And then all the way in the Crimson Desert, you have research for more stamina. So this will allow you to exceed the 14 out of 14 stamina up to 18 stamina or something like that. Okay, let's take all the one-handed weapons that we just got. Oh, melted ambition.
I have been waiting for
Extract. Okay, what do we have? I wish I could like mass extract from weapons, because now I'm like literally forced to just pull this all out. The red needle. Best Abyss artifact farm at the moment. Personally, you just get the mission rolling. That gives you Abyss artifact. That's how I farm mine. You can farm them from baggers, and you can farm them in Scholar Stone as well, however you feel like. The problem in Scholar Stone is to get people to stand up sometimes. Okay, let me get the Diverging Moon. Yeah, here. Crescent Moon slash Full Moon slash and Wind slash. So all off. And let's also pull the... What was it called again? The...
You'll find what... Farewell.
Which weapon did I put the Abyssal Race on, chat? Here. Okay, because for some reason the RB attacks work better on dual wielding, if I'm not mistaken. So we got...
Welcome. I have been waiting for you.
Hmm?
Welcome.
I don't have abyss sockets, do they? No, this one doesn't. Where are all my one-handed weapons? Am I just
Wander
blind?
at your leisure. See what calls
Converging
you.
moon. Go vanguard. Melted ambition. There we go. Gets the abyssal rays. Then red needle gets the crush the moon slash. This one gets full moon slash. The unequipable weapons are meant for your other characters. So for Unka, Damien, so on.
May
Okay,
wisdom
now
guide your
let's
path.
see. Oop. Back to my base. The witches unlock in chapter 5. Chapter 5 is the witches. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. Okay, so now the difference between a one-handed and a two-handed weapon with the power is, like here, let's take the abyssal rays on this one. You can do a heavy attack and then one heavy into one light. No, that doesn't work. Heavy, 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 light, and then raise. Heavy, 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 light. Yeah. One, two, three. I wonder how often you can really get 3 attacks out there, right? Because if you're like not getting it, you're not getting it. I mean, the abyssal race also they do damage, right? But with the two-handed weapon, they did like so much more damage. So unless you like an evasive playstyle, I wouldn't see it. This is why I don't like RB abilities. They're like interesting to see, but like they're just not good to play. Right? Okay, but what if I now equip the other sword, the Crush the Moon Slash? How much does the Crush the Moon Slash do? Minimal. It's really minimal. I mean, it's better to do like heavy, and then I mean, it's okay. What do we have in Crescent Moon? And they really do only seem to be worth it when you would have all of them. So I assume that all the moon slashes do like similar damage. Yeah. Just shows if I want to do the ultimate damage, I just have to have all of them on a weapon, right? You probably do like rolling attacks. Yeah, put all 3 slashes on it. It's a lot. Yeah, but you still have to do either a jump attack. So I have to do jump, hit, jump, hit, right? If I do jump attacks and hit, then I get it out. Or I would have to do like the roll hit. So I can do roll hit, jump hit, roll hit. But it just doesn't feel good to use. I mean, you could also go heavy into light. Like heavy into light, but no, it's heavy, and then light, right? Heavy into light. Sad. So none of these is like particularly breathtaking. Is wind slash good? You mean the one from the beginning? The one from... What's his name again? The Horn Eater. Yeah, Horn Eater. I mean, assuming, like, again, all the problems with these skills are that you have to chain them, right? So to really get the most out of him, since you cannot spam against bosses like crazy, you can never get the maximum damage against bosses. And you're even going to get staggered against normal enemies. That means you can never, like, really unleash the full potential of these skills. Kinda. Did I just load the right save? It was the 4th save, not the 3rd. Pony. See, this is how we're losing things. Where do you get a abyssal race from? Next to Demoness, bottom right of the city, is a back alley shop vendor outside the vault. The health regen build? No, you just eat food. You just eat food. The Moon Slash is from the courts. Eastern Court, Western Court, and Southern Court around Demoness. It's a quest for House Elamore. You need to finish chapter 8 of the story for that, okay? Chapter 8 of the story. Okay, what you were asking for is how does... Oh, I didn't put it on a weapon. Yeah, I didn't put it on a weapon because I hate it. So you were talking about... Yeah, I don't have it. But, like, I tested it before. The damage is equivalent to the Moon Slashes. So it's not different to the half full or Crescent Moon Slash. It's essentially the same. But what we can test right now is our weapon has only Spirit Siphon left. So if we now unequip all our gear that has Spirit per second... Yeah. And then we use up all our spirit. Okay, so we have like all our spirit gone. Okay, so we really have terrible spirit regen. It happens like minimally, just very slow. So I now take my weapon and start mashing away at opponents. But we can't kill them because killing opponent gives you spirit as well, right? I mean, it doesn't seem to do anything. I'm gonna be honest, it says damage is supposed to give you spirit, but I don't see it. But if I now actually kill a dude, right? So let's actually kill a dude, right? Then I get spirit. So I kill this guy, right? We get spirit. Wow. Feels bad. And I thought the siphon skill would actually be good. Yeah, I get more spirit from killing. I feel like the siphon is not doing shit. Oh. That's kind of sad. Okay, that means now we can load the save number 4. I need to just make sure that I don't lose this save because I'll need that for later. Okay, with all of this in the back, chat, how would now my two-handed weapon look like? Do you get the same amount of killing without siphon? Oh, That's a good question. KO, for the Abyss artifact farm, you need to unlock the time-worn ruins. I don't think you have to do a chapter for that necessarily. Okay, if I now go to a normal two-handed weapon, like our Darkbringer, right? And then we're gonna use up all our spirit again. And we're gonna unequip all our gear. Okay, so we have again no spirit regeneration. It's terrible, right? Was that explosion? It's called ground surge. Now we're gonna kill enemies. Yeah, we get the same amount of spirit that we would get with the spirit siphon. So absolutely, like, spirit siphon not worth it. Wow. I mean, spirit siphon essentially does nothing. Wow. That's a good find, but it's just really disappointing because I kept recommending spirit siphon. I'm sorry, Chan. I'm sorry. I'm a liar. Oh God, a fraud. Don't listen to content creators. The Relentless Abyss core, the Relentless Abyss core actually works, Punisher. It depends if you have a playstyle for it. Right? So yes, Relentless does work. But for example, the way how I play, I never do many attacks in a row. Right? So the helmet is for seeing life. In case you didn't know that. Okay, let's create the ultimate weapon then with our findings here right now. So I will have to let me save this now under all the way here, save number 9. So this is going to be my save number 9 that I don't lose this. Then we can actually keep playing on this save now. Let's teleport back to Zavitchi. The best part would be, wait, we should be able to do save number. If I do this save here, let's save number 5. There is a world where we can check something. Otter's orb is useless, sadly. I'm gonna try an unarmed build. You can't beat the game unarmed, so I gave up on unarmed. Freaking Flames of Judgment beat Chapter 8. So I would argue that Flames of Judgment for boss killing, you can get rid of it. Probably. However, if you have an enemy, for example, that's cornered against a wall, then the explosions of all the fragments of the Flames of Judgment actually do hit the boss. So that's that. So let me check one thing on this save here. Because I'm not sure others... Yes. In this save, all 3 big bosses are alive. Ah, ladies and gentlemen, I will contest something. Ha 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 ha. Okay, this is very useful information because Otter is the best testing stone for things. I thought I lost all these saves where I have Otter left. So this is like very useful. Oh, by the way, we didn't check turning slash, but the 35% bonus damage is actually working. Just in case you didn't know this. So the actual 35% from turning slash is obviously working. And I don't have it even with me. I'm a terrible person. But it's okay, we can leave it out. So right now my weapon has Crow's Pursuit, Ground Surge, Wound of Darkness, right? And Spirit Siphon. Let's just check with these skills on. We have the Flames of Judgment, right? The Volcanic Eruption, all that kind of stuff. We have the 15 crit, so it's like the standard fare, the absolute normal thing. Let's save. That was save number 6. Okay, everyone remember that's save number 6. I need to write this down because I won't remember. Save 6 is all bosses alive. Save 9 is all cores on weapons plus backpack. And then save 4 is the continue save. Good. Because otherwise I'm like, how did you find crit 3? I upgraded crit 3. So we're going to quickly go to Otter. Archon of Atunumbra. So this is now our hit with the weapon, but we're gonna do a fully charged turning slash. So that's the damage right now. So we did like a little damage, right? We hit him. Nice. So that's cool. We hit him. So we're gonna go and retry. So with synthesis, in the crafting tab, you can upgrade them. Let's do another hit quickly just for damage. Here, get out of his way. Charge again. Oh shit, that wasn't the full breadth and scope of what I can actually do. See, like, the damage is like that. That's the damage you deal with one probably non-critted version of this. We said save 6. Yeah, save 6. Let's load again. And let's now put on everything that we have learned. So we have learned that Wound of Darkness is useless. Ground Search is insane. Graceful Howling is insane. Belleth Ice is good. We have also learned that the Shadow Claw is crazy and Crow's Pursuit is crazy. So I would say Shadow Claw, Crow's Pursuit, Belleth Ice, Ground Surge, and Howling. But wait, that doesn't work because we need 1 crit. So 1 has to go. Oh. But which one has to go? If 1 had to go, I would put the eyes out probably. Because after you have the boss done, you still want to be doing the crazy R2 damage with the Crow's Pursuit and the Shadow Claw. Okay, let's actually go to our witch. What cloak is that? Fallen Kingdom. So let me show you where to upgrade your shit. 1 or 2 skills is enough for mobs. Yes, but we're talking about bosses, sir. And the way how I fight against bosses, we kind of need it. Because I fight bosses a bit different than others. Okay, so we're going to go for our weapon. We're going to extract the core, the Vow of the Dead King. So Spirit is gone. And we're going to pull out the Wound of Darkness because that is obviously useless. And then so under craft gear, you have synthesis. And with synthesis, you can upgrade, if you have the recipes, your cores into higher level cores. So 2 tier 1s make it tier 2, 2 tier 2s make it tier 3.
We meet again.
And then in the 3rd tab, you actually have special synthesis, which is orb gambling. I don't think I have anything with me. Yeah, I knew this. Extract. Do I have any of the mattering? No, probably don't even have the mattering ones with me. Yeah, we do that.
Farewell.
Okay, so we go to the camp. A strange flag?
Good to
Howdy.
see you.
Won't be long
My voice
before
has
we're
been
all
on Twitch for
reunited
a
again.
few years. Or on YouTube. We're everywhere, to be honest. Everywhere. Drop. Why am I carrying a box around, chat? I'm just trying to get to my thingy here. Okay, so we're gonna pull out now. What do we need again? We need Wolf's Pursuit, Search, Shatter, Putrid, Primal, Pillar's useless, Metal's Bane, Life Transference, Karmic Pulse, Howling Chaos, no. Graceful Howling, thank you very much. And we said after Graceful Howling, we need the Shadow Claw, Shadow Claw. Oh, which weapon had that again? Which weapon did have... Or was it not on a weapon? Was it on an item? This is an old save. Yes, this is an old save that I just managed to find for the purpose of the testing today. Where is... I just really don't remember where it was on. Oh, it must be on a weapon, right? Hellbard is the Vow of the Dead King. Gather, damage, colossal might. This is attack. It should have claws from the Black Fang quest, but I don't remember where it was on. Gourmand, Haze, Howling Chaos. Oh, we don't have Shadow Claw in this save. We don't have Shadow Claw in this save. Yeah, we don't have it. That's true. Frustration. Regardless.
Welcome.
We can put the Grey Soul Howling on. We get Grey Soul Howling, Crow's Pursuit, Ground Surge. And now the last one I would put on is Shadow Claw. Since I don't have Shadow Claw, I could technically put on Otter's Orb for the time being.
You'll find until next time.
Goombits, the nerf of the aerial roll was shit. Yeah, I feel like they should have not nerfed the focus sonic boom flying. That's like, it was pretty much the single-handedly good feature. What does Shadow Claw do? Shadow Claw claws forward. Okay, we have this save from the 23rd. So let's do the 7. Save 7 is... Save 7 is all bosses optimized weapon. So remember the damage that we did. Let's see if the Grey Soul Howling is going to help us somewhat. Hello, Otter. Let's pull out our... Thank you very much. Oh, great. He wasn't applicable. The sad part is, like, he's teleporting out, so I can't even see if we're doing more damage because he just teleports out of the hit, right? So, interestingly enough, we can't hit him with that very well. Boss dumb as fuck? Nah, he's really easy to beat. I mean, if you really struggle with a boss, what I recommend is doing this. So you focus him, then you do that, and then you do this. And then you get him staggered if you have your weapon fully upgraded. Like I don't have the weapon here upgraded on this save completely. So this was before we had the weapon upgraded. Yeah, I would really like to see my Shadow Claw here. So please kill me, sir, so we can test. Yeah, there are ways to kill them really easy. How do you do that fire explosion arrow? Okay, well, that's from the bow video 2 days back. By the way, the damage currently with the turning slash is also without the 35% bonus. Okay, let's pull this out, right? And again. Oh, great. Otter, we need to test this. Whichever weapon is best to use. The weapon that gives you crit. So you need a weapon that has 3 to 4 crit that you can actually get 100% crit, like a 15 crit, which is not 100% crit, but 15 crit is the most amount of crit that you can get bonus, and you really want to have that. Jesus Christ! Let me pull out my thingy. Thank you, sir. I'm trying to do conclusive damage tests here versus you. I don't think the Grey Soul Howling hit him there again. We hit him? Yeah, see, and then he teleports out of the Grey Soul Howling. Wow, Archon of Otter, you're annoying. I wonder if we get him staggered. Like, wait, let's try to get him staggered because I can then see the Grey Soul Howling damage better. Ow. Yeah, let's quickly just stagger him so we can try that. Darkbringer's best than size Christ. Vow of the Dead King has 4 crit with a lot of attack. And it has the spear movement set, which is the best movement set in the game. So, freeze, shoot. They're like almost. Wow, I really had shitty spirit food back in the days. I'm like trying to just here have spirit cheese this quickly. Have you tested the R1 effect Abyss gears? Yes, we have, and their damage is there, but triggering them is shitty. Right? I mean, anyone telling me he can easily trigger the R1 gear a lot, you can't. Sure, you can spam your left mouse button, but that's not the yellow from the egg. The biggest problem is that we're lacking like this spirit food to properly test things here right now. Oh, I didn't even have the spirit. Oh, great. You're invincible. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, we have him staggered in a second. So now I can test my... No! I need to test my Grey Soul Howling Otter. Get staggered, you little shit. Okay. No, not this. Okay, actually, it's gonna work. Yeah, Grey Soul Howling works against him too, but only when he's staggered. So makes sense, but only if we get him staggered. Now, someone asked for the turning thrust. Yes. Dodging seems to trigger R1. Yes, dodging triggers R1. So if you dodge hit, if that's how you want to play, then play like that. Crowstorm Scouts. You mean the Crowstorm that you have to trigger with B and R1 or so? I don't like these powers. I think they're completely terrible powers. You mean like so the ones where you have to use bonus keys. I find them abhorrent. Lost, get to see their partner. So we have gear for turning slash. I mean, the turning slash is really easy to test. So we got, let's put this one off, this one off, this one off. I think I put it on boots. Frosttail, stamina regen, spirit. Did I put it on gloves or a chest piece? Flames of Judgment. Here, turning slash damage. So this is 35% bonus turning slash damage. So we're going to quickly put on the Otter's Orb. So this is without the armor now, without the turning slash armor. Let's pull down my glasses. Glasses are pulled down. Missed. So turning slash does like 1/3 of his HP in uncrit, right, on this weapon. 1/3 of the HP roughly. Bit more with a crit. That's that, right? So decent damage. And if we now go into the inventory and actually put on glovies that have 35% turning slash damage, right? And now we're gonna just hit him, and it's just more damage, right? I mean, that one is really simple to test out. Like, it's just more. Obviously, with the varines of crit and so on, but regardless of that. I mean, it's also plus 35. It's not times 35, so... It's... The Lightning Abyss for your armor you get from chapter 7. Chapter 7 of the story. So that one is 100% working. The lightning, though, is just terrible. Is really not worth it. So what you're talking about is Crow Storm, right? And I really dislike those powers, but we can have an eye on those if you want to. I don't think they're any good, because how are you going to really actively use them in a boss fight? I mean, there are also these powers that say, press LB shortly before being hit to trigger this and this. And I'm like, yeah, cool on the one hand, but on the other hand, like, what if you fail your block? Then it's just useless. Right? I mean, my bow shot, I always activate. My elemental imbuement, I always activate. My turning slash, I always activate, right? They're like, there's no question if or if not I activate them. Okay, let's check. So Crow Storm. I've seen Crow Storm too. It's really late in the story. Oh, by the way, for everyone that missed it, chat, we have 1,000 storage now. Lo and behold, rejoice. You're talking about, let's see, what weapon is it on? No, wasn't Crowstorm an item, not on a weapon? No, Crowstorm here. Crow Whisperer. On a weapon. We have Dark Crescent. We can take that one too. Lightning Gun Affliction is terrible because that is one of those that you have to force trigger. We got... I think that was... See, like, I kept all the item pieces because just in case there's something cool there. You got... Kinetic Burst, but also not worth it. And Slashing Raid's also not worth it. Nah. There's my teleportation point. Did we now load before we teleported back? We did load, right, John? Let's save the Aider. Okay, so we have the two-handed weapon. Was it one-handed, two-handed weapon now? Two-handed weapon. That was a staff. I can't even use it. I am so unhappy right now because I will have to teleport to the witch to swap it over on a weapon. Lesai. Scass, it's not your fault, Scass. It's not your fault. It's okay. I'm not mad. It's fine. And at least I can put Crowstorm on a similar weapon without compromising anything. Okay, Crowstorm. And the other one was called Dark Crescent, right?
You'll find what you
Embed.
seek here.
We can put it on Darkbringer. Get Crowstorm. And the other Darkbringer can get Dark Crescent.
You'll find a pub.
And then we can teleport back to the same location and then save the game again. That was save game 8, right?
Once again.
Save game number 8. So if I did this all off stream, it would have been like an exercise in futility, right? So what is Crowstorm is now activable with a hit and RB and A. So it's a stab. Oh no, that's Crescent. Okay. Unleashes arcane bolts of darkness, dealing damage to enemies. I wonder if the actual hit does damage of the Crescent.
Your blood will rain.
Right, let me just try to do the damage with a raise. Okay, it's like really not efficient in any area scenario. And the damage is also not there. Right? It's not like a secret super damage boost here.
Die.
Okay, Crash is kind of sad. I mean, it's cool that it's hitting everyone. So here, like, if I go in, right, and just do Crescent. But yeah, that's kind of sad. Okay, not cool. And the other one was, what did I put the other one now? Crowstorm. R, B, and Y. So with that one, you have the advantage that you do a stab, right? That needs to be a charged one. Since they nerfed charge stab.
That's sorry to the life of yours.
So like the only thing that disturbs me that I have to do a charge stab. But wait, if we so a fully upgraded stab ignores super armor. Midair to perform a forward step consumes more stamina when used continuously. Move up to. So technically, we would have to do this, right? Okay, yeah, but I mean, the problem is that it's just so much less damage than a turning slash.
Some fight left in you, eh?
Weapons don't give iframes, no. I mean, the sad part is that no matter which ability you play, right, the turning slash does actually get 35% bonus damage. Right? No other skill has that. That's already it. Can you elemental imbue a stab? No, you can't even elemental imbue a stab, so you can't, like, yeah. I mean, like, as much as I like other skills and abilities, you can only elemental imbue a turning slash. So why would I ever even bother with anything but a turning slash? Huh.
Die.
Interesting. I cannot beat the Atanumbra in chapter 6. Which Atanumbra? You mean Atanumbra spear, sword, or staff? James. Also in this game, it's not really down to how powerful you are or how good you are at the game, because the rolling in this game is actually really shit. The evading in this game is also really shit, so the frames for that is worse timed. Because if you roll too early, you just do a normal roll. If you roll too late, you do a getting hit roll, and that also consumes stamina. You will stamina spirit. You will always consume spirit if you kind of like try to stand up from the ground, and you pretty much have to wait almost before you get hit before you actually roll ever, right? So yeah, was that. Mostly beating bosses comes really down to your upgrade level. So let's say if your health is only 4 times upgraded and you try to do the Atanumbra guys, you're gonna get your face kicked in, right? So it really comes down how many artifacts have you actually spent on upgrading your health, upgrading your stamina, that kind of stuff. How much have you spent on that? That is truly gonna hardcore determine how things are gonna go for you. Because health is just like so much plus per level, and if your gear's then only 4 times upgraded, you're just always gonna get kicked, right?
I have been waiting for you.
Carol, you're breaking down why this game shouldn't be as hyped as it is. Carol, the game ain't hyped. The people are having fun. I mean, like, you can still moan and whine about the game being good and people actually having a good time. But that won't change the fact that the game is actually a good game that is very enjoyable and fun to play. Okay, I need... Shadow Claw, thank you very much.
We meet again.
Goodness, restoring everything is horrible. What should the next patches be? I mean, fixing all the bugs would be great. Right?
Welcome.
Okay, so my best weapon has currently... Graceful Howling, Ground Surge, Shadow Claw, and whatever's on it already. So, Graceful Howling, Ground Surge, Shadow Claw, and Crow's Pursuit.
You'll find what you seek here.
Crow's Pursuit, where are you? Half Moon, Full Moon, Abyssal Race, Otter, or Crow's Pursuit. Thank you very much.
You'll find what you seek here.
Good. Okay, so this is like everything restored back to normalcy. That's my weapon now. So Graceful Howling, Ground Surge, Shadow Claw, Crow's Pursuit, together then with the Flames of Judgment and the Volcanic Eruption. Where I would argue that the Flames of Judgment could be put off but it's so much bonus boom that it seems silly to not abuse the shit out of it. Now I need to find a save that I can oversave. I think that's save 1 I can oversave, finally. I just gotta keep save 4, because we also wanted to, like there's one thing you desperately have to unlock, chat, and this is in the Gorthak Ironworks. There's research happening here, right? In case you didn't know this, but Gorthak actually has research. Okay, it's a research institute. And this Gorthak Ironworks, when you do the proper research, this one is done, you can unlock the large-scale missions, okay? And they're super important, because this is going to determine how many artifacts you're going to farm. So, that was our big testing, chat. We will make a wrap-up video for this, where I have everything for you gathered together. So Fire Element is the best. Otter's Orb is terrible. Shadow Claw is good. Crow's Pursuit is good. Battle of Ice is fine, but you don't have to play it. Wind of Darkness is terrible. Ground Search is amazing. Grace or Howling is amazing. And turning Thrust obviously does also work. Abyssal Rays are cool, but I really don't like any of the RB abilities. I mean, do we have someone, please raise your arm, chat? Do we have someone who actually does play the RB abilities? Here? The two one-handed spam RB shenanigans? We have an individual. Because I feel like, nope. It's not worth it. How's it feeling? Or Frostspike? Which one was Frostspike? Frostspike was the ice imbuement, right? Yeah, that one is terrible.
Research for a better tomorrow.
So after this one is done now, I want to do the Tarot research, which takes 18 hours. But the Tarot research allows me to then send my workers out for real amazing missions, because they are large-scale missions that give you the big resources that you need. What's the one called where you RB plus A with lasers from the sky? I don't know. Tarok. We didn't have that one. I wasn't even aware there's another RB plus A one. I wasn't even aware.
Put them to the test.
Okay, are my people still on my Time-Worn Ruins? Okay, only 20 more hours, Chad, and we get the Time-Worn Ruins done. Soon. I mean, right now, we're currently putting our camp in a position where I get infinite resources, right? And for this, we have to unlock set mission here right now, because then I will really have absolute infinite resources. It's going to be insane. What's the fastest way to stagger a boss? With fire, bow shots. I mean, the fastest way to trigger a boss is literally just taking your bow and shooting him in the face until he's like staggered like there's no tomorrow. Oh no, Tarot research was halted. The robbery. Ancient's Wrath. I don't have that one. So staggering a boss is really aim at him, go into focus, 1, 2, 3, 4, super mark him, and then go bop, 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 bop. That's the way. No questions asked. The Time-Worn Ruins you have to liberate before you can use it for a mission. That is absolutely correct, KO. That is absolutely correct. They're gonna patch the bow. There's nothing inherently broken about the bow. I mean, like, obviously the multi-shot is working as intended. The infinite bow evading is also working as intended. Thing is, like, you're also worried about a nerf to existing damage builds, but this is a single player game. So if they nerf a damage build, they literally just take the fun out of the game. They have zero incentive to nerf that, right? Like, I'm not sure why everyone is worried about a nerf to their damage. There's just no incentive to do that in any way. But like, why would they? Zero reasons. I mean, fixing the sonic boom, if it was not working as intended, if there was something inherently broken, yeah, sure. Right, they have been fixing bugs.
We can complete our research. We'll record our observations of these properties.
If this was now Path of Exile, if this was an ARPG, if this was an online game with seasons, sure, you should worry about things. If something was inherently broken and doing 8 times the damage that it was supposed to do, yes, sure, that should be nerfed. But nothing is doing that. Things are essentially working as intended. Right? I mean, I personally, for example, don't use the bow infinite arrow maneuver shots because I find them boring. I find the bow infinite maneuver shots just straight up boring. And I decided for myself that doing that would not bring me any joy. It would not make me happy. So I decided to do a bow plus turning / mix build because I found that more interesting. And that's then each to their own, right? Definitely the fireballs. Well, there's nothing to nerf about the fireballs. It's just fire-imbued shenanigans, sir. That's about it. Okay, where were we stuck now? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I got good news. Yesterday, we upgraded. So, 13 out of 13 bosses in Payloon. You heard right, ladies and gentlemen. Banga Wanga. 14 out of 16 Demonis. Yes, there are only 2 more missing. We got 9 out of 9 Delecia. Fuck. Yeah. And Crimson Desert is missing 1. But I actually know where the Crimson Desert boss is, ladies and gentlemen. Because the Crimson Desert boss is up here. We had like a quest for him that said like, go up here. It was bandits riding wolves. Track the leader of the Sandfang Marauders. Watch out the cuckoo armor. I'm not sure how much... Oh, my amulet is not on. Thank you. I'm not sure how much cuckoo armor related. Does it have sockets? The cuckoo armor? Because if the cuckoo armor doesn't have sockets, it's useless. Apparently. Check your surroundings. Oh, no, Dave.
Please
What's
help
going on?
me. It was the Sandfang Marauders.
No, not the Sandfang Marauders.
I never should have come this way in the first
How come you're
place.
missing 4 in Hernend, Nathaniel? Because we didn't do anything in Hernend. I mean, I literally finished Hernend. Then I pushed the story to Demonis because I needed to do specific progress
At the trading post.
so I could get certain stuff for my YouTube videos, right? So I had to fast track myself a bit more than I would like to do, simply due to the fact that I'm a content creator and I just needed to move ahead of schedule. Yeah, so they fixed zoom flying, chat. There's no more zoom boom flying, sadly. Okay, let's save this on save 2, because then I'm going to have to remember that the Marauder's alive on save 2. Oh no, tracking the leader is going to be one of these annoying missions where you have to find him. And we have to find him while we're moving here through the sand. Okay, we're now playing these. Do you see these bonus slashes, guys? These bonus slashes are from our... Okay, so the thing is... Always move in the other direction, right? Why are we not moving in the direction the arrow's pointing at? Because the boss is going in a circle. So I might as well just... Oh, where? Thank you. Might as well just find him like this. Are you using a mod? No, I don't have any mods active. I've actually was looking for a mod that shows me life bars so I don't have to use the stupid helmet, but I couldn't find one of those. As you just pile up on your back like shit. Maybe your bow's just not as cool as mine. I don't know, sir. I tried to fight the boss of the Moon Girls. You mean the last, like, the Western or Southern Court? That one? I mean, like, we beat him by turning slash. Nuking him. Okay, nerds. You know what I hate the most about these tracking missions? That you have to find the boss once, and then you have to find him again. Whoever had this brilliant idea, like, hey, let's make these tracking missions, right? Where you have to track down a boss. And it's always better to go counterclockwise than clockwise, because obviously if you go counterclockwise, you're more likely to like get the boss, because obviously he's like super quick. Right? Mods are more or less not needed. Yeah, I mean, mods are all only just quality of life adders currently. Is that him, Chad? But why would he ride in the wrong direction? I'm gonna be peeved if the boss just rides in the wrong direction for no reason. Okay, how many do you want? All of them, Chan? I'm wondering why my boom is not booming, because we're missing the fire boom, Chan. Found him! Wait, where was he? There he is. Where are you? There, he's riding. There. Stop running around, Jeremiah. Where's he? He vanished again. We're just breaking the game, Chan. Make it make sense. It's gonna vanish now. He ever stands up correctly. I think we accidentally broke the game, I'm not sure. Do we craft ground search? No, ground search you get from Unka. Unka has a sword with ground search on it. I thought first that we are actually getting ground search from so I'm not sure where's the boss going, Chan. think we broke him. Yeah. Maybe we could press retry here. Or maybe an instant revive will fix this. Okay, so we're just gonna load save number 2 it was, right? It was save number 2. So what replaces siphoning now? We got Shadow Claw, Ground Surge, Crow's Pursuit, a Crit Orb, and that's it? No. Ah, Grey Soul Howling. What do you get? Spirit back, Spirit per second gear. I mean, Spirit Siphon doesn't do anything. So the thing is, the Spirit Siphon is completely useless, and it doesn't do anything. I mean, we tried. It doesn't do shit. So can I fly in this weather and just try to find the leader of the Marauders?
Are you dead yet?
Why is there a dead horse? So last time we found him like around this area. He was just here. I should have marked where we found the boss. That would have been helpful. Definitely mark it where we found him. Use lantern. Well, the thing is, like, we're just trying to fast track it a little bit so we don't have to use lantern, sir. You know? We're just bullying the poor wolf. We're just bullying the poor wolf. My problem was that we ran counterclockwise, and it still took like 20 years to find him. We're counterclockwise running. Should have like just revealed him in no time. You're also not it. But he's like the last boss in the Crimson Desert, so we're very, very close to having every boss in the Crimson Desert done. Ah, we have wrong power again, wrong elemental shenanigan. $15 crit is pretty much doubling your crit rate. More or less. Might be even more efficient than that. Okay, all these Marauders weren't even on the pass of the tracking Chan. right? Okay, the Easter slashes. Which Easter slashes? The one that comes out of the turning slash? This one? That is Grey Soul Howling. Would you call it? Pretty much a slash on top of the slash. Grey Soul Howling is bound to story progress. Quite some story progress, to be honest. Pretty sure the Bandit Leader's track should be around here.
Smell that? It's your fear.
Should probably go back to the standard point and just track him, counter circle, right? I wanted to be correct about it. Isn't that the boss Snow Axe? Well, you can get the boss Snow Axe in different ways, sir. It's pretty much findable in the world if you know where to look. So no, you do not have to kill the ice boss. However, we have also killed the ice boss. When the axe is, I think it was in Payloon. Okay, see, we tracked him. We couldn't find him, Chan. Explain. Where is he? Because even if you follow the actual, like, tracking path, right? Oh, I know what you have to do, gaming, but I'm just trying to cheese the whole thing by making it faster, but the game just decides that it doesn't want me to do that. Right? Game's just like, nah, we don't want you to do this faster. You're legally required to struggle your way through this. Marion Lightning Spear is a lot better. Well, I doubt that it's a lot better. It probably has like 2 or 3 more attack, which is absolutely minimal. And the reason I'm not changing my weapon is not because there might not be a better weapon. It's simply because I have wasted enough artifacts on upgrading stuff. You know? At some point, you don't want to spend bonus artifacts upgrading something. Without you, I wouldn't have beaten Elden Ring. Well, I'm glad I could be of service, sir. That's what we do. We make guides so you can have more fun in games, and you don't have to do all the fancy research that we're doing. Because you just want to play games, you don't want to do research. So we lost the trail already. Also, if Dark Pursuit might have the highest attack, yep. But it does have 0 points of crit on it. Makes it suboptimal. But yes, Vessel of Dark Pursuit is like 44 attack, I think. Makes an absolute mental weapon for just pure damage. The problem is that attack has diminishing returns. So you would think that like double the attack is also 100% more damage, but it's not. So if let's say you have 40 attack and you bring your attack up to 80, then you're not doing 2 times as much damage. You're gonna do, I think, 70% more damage, if I remember correctly. Well, crit, for example, always doubles your damage. Always. Right? So that's the biggest lesson to learn there, right? Crit is king. I mean, as in every other game, crit is always king. As soon as you can get crit to a level where it's insane, it's always insane. I hope they had wyverns, even if it's just a temporary mount. Well, there's certainly a lot of mounts they could add. Godness, I hate these chasing quests. Someone kill me right now. Last time we get attacked by this many guys, it was because the boss came. We had literally everyone and their mom come, and the boss was there suddenly. This is all without spirit siphon, and we're still like getting more than enough spirit just from killing things. This is on farm actually patched. Some people say it's patched, some people say it's not patched. So I don't know if there's people that say it's not patched just don't have the patch downloaded yet, but you ran around 5 minutes chasing the boss. Well, so optimally you're gonna chase him again counterclockwise. So instead of like doing what I'm doing here right now of going with the line, you're going against the line, because you're more likely to actually run into him then. Since like if he is riding away, some of these bosses are actually really fast, which makes it like an exercise in futility to actually like try to chase him down. And these are probably some of the worst quests. Because you're just endlessly chasing. You can't really do it on horse, because if you do it on horse, you're just going to get in combat anyway. So then you have to dismount, and then you have to remount, and then... Right? And we found the boss already, which is the worst part. Only to have the boss pretty much bug out. Because we're doing, let me check my notes, way too much damage as it seems. Is the ultimate build video coming? Well, today we did a bit of testing on Abyss cores. So in case you missed it, like the first 2 hours of the stream has just been Abyss core testing now. So it really went down to like which Abyss cores are actually good and which ones are snake oil. Like the spirit siphon. Does nothing. Like it absolutely does nothing. Not only just like nothing, it does nothing. Okay, so now that we have been held up by people, the most logical thing to do is, if we now move counterclockwise, we should find our boss enemy really quick, right? Right. There is the boss, chat. We finally found him. Let's hope this doesn't bug out this time. How do we have you not bug out? We're not allowed to, like... Here we have him. We have him, I think. Now he vanishes. Okay. Now he properly vanished. Perfect. This was really important because you need to have him like properly vanish. Because now you have to hunt him down again. You still play Elden Ring? Well, I haven't started in a while because there's obviously nothing new. What should you do first? Have fun. Don't forget to ring the bell in her end. Number one advice, don't forget to ring the bell in her end. I think it's the biggest beginner advice that anyone can give you. If you don't ring the bell, you're going to be in pain. 1K storage. 1K storage is love. The problem is it's 1K storage without any kind of sword search function, pretty much. So you now have like an overabundance of storage, but you can essentially not use your storage well. You don't understand the character's development. Well, you simply upgrade your gear and you get more stamina, spirit, and health. I'm so behind compared to you guys. Well, I'm also 140 hours in the game. So don't worry. There's no behind, sir. I mean, I find this really funny because right now, Crimson Desert is in its second week, right? And people are still playing the game. They're like, you can see that we have 200,000 players on Steam. And it's really funny for one reason, because usually single player games start dropping off in their second week because people are just getting to the point where they're done, right? I mean, Neo, for example, had good player numbers in week 1, but since Neo was like a rather short game and has like not much replayability, people might disagree. The numbers just start dropping off, right? And people are now playing this for 2 weeks already because they're not done. And probably for another 2 weeks on top. Okay, so the bandit's leader is dead. Deaded chat. Let me get my... First, let me call my dragon. Because I'm too lazy to walk. My dragon just get a cooldown without being called. Great. Okay, thank you. Wee. Oh, I never knew that was a thing. So, by the way, the land is bigger than we have seen, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the outside. Ooh, abyssal crested all the way on top. Did it take me 30 hours of gameplay to figure out that you could teleport to abyssal cressets? I don't want to talk about it. Okay. I want you to shut your stupid pie hole and not mention this ever again. DLSS and FSR have both been getting some buffs. Do NPCs not respawn? Nope. I'm reaching the point of the game where I just have everything killed.
Haven't seen a trace of those bandits lately.
Apart from the infinite farms, obviously.
Was it you who took care of them?
Yes.
Yeah, we're reaching the point where we just have done
No
everything.
need to worry.
My word. My patience has brought me to the oasis. We're finally free from those bandits.
What a relief.
I was about to give up on everything. May a teamer guide your footsteps.
Seal of Greed. Salt Road Trading Post. What does the Seal of Greed do? Seal of Greed is trade profits. Oh man, that's terrible. I'm not sure why anyone would ever go for 2-hour-long trade profit shenanigans. So this was the last boss in this area now, ladies and gentlemen. We are officially done with the Crimson Desert in terms of bosses. So that's 8 out of 8, 9 out of 9, 13 out of 13. We're only missing 2 more in Demonis, 4 more in Hernand, and we're missing 3 overall mighty foes that I have no clue where they are. So that's going to be interesting, but like very few bosses, ladies and gents. Very few bosses. Okay, we need to go for the Gorthak Ironworks because finally my research is done, and I'm going to show you why this is so important. I fought the ice guys. Yes, all the hidden ice guys. I mean, unless there's one more hidden ice guy that I really haven't found, but I fought like 2 hidden ice guys. I found the triple Gravewalker already too. I have the hidden Woodwalker as well, which was like really bullshit where he actually was. So yeah, most of these hidden weirdos have all been spotted. Whoop. So what's not working anymore, guys, is this and then aerial roll. Very sad. They nerfed the sonic boom. You can't be going for crazy flight combinations. The tears are real. I've not figured out how to get the keep cold away for the ice guys. I mean, you get cold resistance. But you could also just not get it and just brute force your way through.
Investing in technology.
Oh no!
Investing in the future itself.
I mean, this is like so short.
I look for
I'll have to get back here in a second again. Do we have a quest that we could do? I mean, in Demonis, we're looking for 2 more bosses, but the problem is that I don't know what quests. Like, see, we have a House Azirian, Marshall, Elamore, Byron, Weld, Silvermoon, and we only have like Demonis requests and Demonis politics. I mean, how thorough? Chat, does anyone have a fucking clue where House Thorol is and how I could get more House Thorol quests? Because I have no clue. I mean, the part I could do is probably just go to House Thorol stuff and hope to find something there, right? When we get like House Demonis Barracks, right? This is Demonis Armory. We have been here. Demonis Supply Camp. I'm not sure if they only give me like quests when I go for the final end, right? When I finish the game. Because otherwise I have like no clue when House Thorol will finally give me something. I mean, maybe here in the Demonis Tribunal, if I go there, I could get a quest.
but to another chance to work together.
Politics has some formidable enemies. Moped, are you sure? Why did they nerf the movement tech in a single player game? I don't understand. I mean, it was a bug, allegedly, in their opinion. So the focus, it was just never intended to work that way. I mean, gotta respect when a developer says this is a bug, then it is a bug. However, I would have preferred if they turned the bug into a feature, because like call it Sonic Boom Super Flight. Because fuck yeah, it was. Oh no no no! Why me? Why me? What have I done? Okay. So you're saying politics has some more, but I don't really have faction quests under politics as well. Right? So we got Hunter's Outpost. We got Gunshot Through the Rocks. That was Quarry and the Hunter's Pass, right? And I wouldn't even know where to continue right now. Because I don't know where more is. Right? Side quests are interlocked. Yes, side quests are interlocked, and it's really weird because sometimes you literally just have to push a region further. You know? Sometimes it's just literally that. You have to push just one quest further forward and suddenly 4 more quests appear. But it's never apparent what you have to do, right?
Town's full of livestock. Strange no one's selling any.
There appears to be fewer
Talk to the noble.
usual.
There's something I'd like your help with.
Surprise me. If they patch infinite errors, there's nothing to patch there.
Has every storehouse stocked full.
When you just have to
But
get
we
2
don't
abyss
have
cores and
enough
then you're good.
wheels to grind all the
It's a
grain.
bonus.
The ones we
Oh, they want
do
me to
have
build a windmill, I
are
remember.
operating at all hours.
Mm-hmm.
But I fear the grain will spoil before it's all milled. Do you think your Greymanes could see to building us a new windmill?
No. No.
I'd rest easier in trusting the task to you.
I don't think that. No.
I'm sorry. Have we met?
I hate to be that guy, brother man, but I don't think they can. Construct a windmill. I don't have a builder left over. I'd have to pull Eldrick out of a mission, and I don't want to do that. Oh, so that brings me back to more quests in Hernan then. I mean, House Celeste, we had the bounty quest, but we still don't know if the bounty quests are actually leading us to a boss fight. Circus done, Alfonso done, Goldleaf Merchant Guild. I'd rather die than do that one. We wanted to do the quests for House Grace, but we didn't find any more quests, right? And we also wanted to do the ones for the House Landford. We still have to construct also something here. We get the Hernanian request, right? For even more building. And the general Hernan commissions. Greater Abyss Gear has durability. Yes, Greater Abyss Gear has durability. Once used up, it's gonzo. As it should be. The 200 weapon called Vow of the Dead King. Okay, yesterday we're helping the Cloud Car Craftsman. Survive of the Dead King is a Hellbard, which has the spear moveset, which essentially makes it the coolest weapon in the game. The spear moveset for the win. Okay, what does the Cloud Card Craftsman have to offer for me? Also, do believe we have a few more bounties, but I really don't want to do. News of the Black Fang's defeat. Okay. But why would I care about that? I mean, I defeated the Black Fang, so I got news about the defeat, but what for? Definitely want to try out our new build now against one of the story bosses. It would be great.
I'm telling you, it's
Listen
safe.
to yourself.
Wait, I did that quest yesterday
You
already.
put someone in a cloud car that's barely finished?
What else would I put in it? Chickens? Ah, perfect timing.
You're always in such a rush.
I just finished getting everything ready, actually.
It's not ready.
Oh, hush your
Didn't
jabbering.
we
Why are
didn't we
you in
do
such
that
a hurry?
quest yesterday?
You snap at me for wanting to do a safety check.
And you keep flapping your gums in front of guests.
So you just ignore me like
Did you
always
destroy the
do.
card? Yeah, but then we reloaded the zone and then we
Paying
brought
any
it back.
mind. If it weren't safe, I wouldn't even think of flying it.
Greymane, if you've any last words, best say 'em now.
Oh, enough. Just keep an eye on the goods while we're gone.
Oh,
I'm a bit
okay.
embarrassed you see us bickering on every visit. But seriously, the cloud
This
card
might
is
be the
perfectly
follow-up
safe,
quest.
So don't worry. He's just got a sparrow.
No,
heart,
this is the
always
follow-up
twittering
quest. It
about
just seemed like the
safety.
start of the same
You're
again
my
for
honored
no reason.
guest. Of course, I checked everything twice. It's not like it's my first cloud cart, you know. Like I already told you, I built them to see the world from the clouds. Go on, take in all the new sights. It's my gift to you.
Okay. So. Operate. Ignite fuel. Boost thermal power. Boost! Boost! More thermal power! Boost! Cloud Cat is still buggy, right? I guess. But I also don't see an absolute need for the Cloud Car at all. I mean, you get a dragon, you get the abyss, you have everything, so what would you need a Cloud Car for? That's just my question. That was great. Okay, whereabouts within... Oh, go to Glamblight Manor. Wow, there we do. Can I just leave this now? Release. Geronimo! The game really has everything. The game might have a little bit too much of everything. However, you choose how much you interact with stuff, right? I mean, end of the day, like, no one puts a gun to your face and forces you to interact with shit.
No one gets in. No exceptions.
You can always just do as much as you want to.
Orders were clear. No one is to enter until... I've no idea what's afoot, but orders are orders.
Okay.
stalling. Turn back now.
Go on. Get out of here.
I mean, I can murder you all.
Plan comes from Lord Cedric, the Count's younger brother. But wait, are you a Greymane? What brings you here? Something the matter?
It wasn't. But now that I'm here, it feels like something's about to be.
It's been some time since the Count passed. Cedric may have inherited the estate, but the man's such a coward.
Careful. If anyone overheard you.
Oh, don't worry. He's hidden himself away, fearing the Reed Devil could return.
Oh,
at
the
any
Reed
moment.
Devil ain't dead yet, right? Can we
Shameful to
fight the
serve
Reed
such a
Devil
master.
again?
Everyone's so
Intriguing.
frustrated, yet no one dares speak their mind.
If you do remember, ladies and gentlemen,
Tell our Lord the Reed Devil is gone, and that he can come out of hiding. No matter how many times we say it,
because at the end he just
he
vanished.
never listens. The way he's hiding in the manor has everyone on edge. The people see their lord cowering and fear some new disaster is coming.
Well then, where is he?
He's somewhere in the manor. Though I can't say exactly where. He never leaves the house, yet he vanishes without... Luckily, the window on the second floor is open. You should be able to slip in that way. You know, I once overheard the late Count and Lord Grace whisper... Now that I think about
Something
it...
in the cellar? Oh, I know there's a hidden room in the cellar.
I leave it to you.
So chat, in case you didn't know, there's a hidden room in the cellar and you can activate it with the daggers. I think I have those daggers. If I still have them with me. Yeah, I totally meant to do that. It is I, the Greymane. I have arrived. See here. You can find 2 daggers in this. Oh! Crazy Ryan. Cloud car blueprint. Find a key to open the door. Ah, isn't the key on top in the room? I'm not mistaken. Isn't the key here? The key used to be right here on the table, unless I'm looking where it's supposed to be. Might also be down here. There's no key. Oh, red dye. Oh, rubber mask on. Steal. Steal. So in this room, there's no key. So double daggers. Both daggers were from here. So when we like solve this riddle, we get the dagger. There's a key obviously here listed, but the key ain't in this room. So the key is below us somewhere. There's the fake door. And there's the key. This is not the key. This is the key. Yeah, this whole manor is like just full of tricks, right? Where'd you climb the stairs? So you gotta do the dagger riddle by turning the light, okay? And then after doing the dagger riddle, you insert both daggers to open up the door, and then you can go in and down. Right? Ow! I've broken my legs, but it's fine. I can handle it. We found him, Chad.
Wait, how did you... What are the guards doing?
Cedric, calm the fuck
You
down.
weren't followed by anyone, were you? The devil of the reed field is hunting my whole household.
You're still living like this, out of fear of him. He's gone, and this land is at peace.
No, he's not gone. He just vanished.
Devil of the reed field? You know how long I've suffered hiding away from him? Wait, this isn't some trick to lure me out, is it?
It's a trick to lure you out.
No, I don't believe you. I won't believe you.
It's definitely a trick. Alchemy formula, Lessa elixir. Yoink! So what happens when I kill the count like inside here now, Chan? Asking for a friend who's willing to kill the count. The friend is me. Okay, where's the servant? The servant went here. Let's jump out of the window. Swiper, no swiping. Wasn't Swiper the thing from Dora the Explorer? The fox steals everything. Jeez, Dora the Explorer trivia chat. Not sure we can be proud of that or not. Okay, if I would be happy if we could actually find a. Okay, let's talk to him.
Have you found it? Is there truly a concealed room?
There he is.
Yes. Just as I thought. He's still lost in his...
Cedric had barricaded himself in there.
I suppose he's done plenty to earn the devil's wrath. He even put the effort in to pen his own will. Pathetic, isn't it? And to think he's of noble blood. I'll try and talk some sense into him.
Why don't you just murder him and pretend that he's still alive and rule the estate in his name, Chan?
Good day.
Huh? I think this is a fantastic idea, right? So step 1, murder Cedric. Step 2, pretend he's still alive. Step 3, profit. Yeah? No? So that was the last House Grace quest. And we're essentially only missing 4 more bosses in Hernan, chat. I know one of them is a global threat. But I'm not sure how to get the other bosses. So that's something we gotta figure out now. Oh, Hernan commissions. I really don't want to do those. Hernan politics. This is the game of the year so far. For me personally, it is the game of the year. It doesn't mean that it is going to be for you the game of the year, right? I mean, there are definitely distinctive weaknesses in what the game does, how the game works, and how a lot of things are executed. No questions asked. That, like, I've seen people, like, I've get obviously a lot of YouTube comments, right? I read a lot of feedback. And I've seen people that just get so frustrated with the game's controls that they don't want to play anymore. And I understand that still. You're trying to have fun, you're trying to do things, and not everyone, like, not everyone is versed with a controller, right? Not everyone is well versed with understanding controls. My daughter to this day is still holding her controller in a weird ass claw grip. And is not willing to learn how to hold it different. No? Some people just do be that way. But hey, there's nothing that a lot of patches can't fix. So, I mean, if Pearl Abyss keeps this up, I can see them having continuous success, right? She'll be an Elden Ring challenge runner one day. Well, currently I let my daughters beat Super Mario, all of them, on the Nintendo Switch. Because that's the best thing you can do for a child's brain. Have them deal with the frustration that Super Mario is. Any of them, right? There's boundless frustration in these games. Perfect. Teaching children. Once they have the proper age, they'll get more. I don't care about... I mean, Chiron, I'm just saying, like, for an actual Game of the Year title, I think the game has too many flaws in the grand scheme of things, right? I have a 10 out of 10 enjoyment. Personally. But I do believe the game is an 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10, right? And it's definitely not like the absolute crazy, like, you know, it's not like Expedition 33 where I said that's Game of the Year. I no questions asked, right? Clear as day. Anyone saying different is just being difficult. So now we have large scale research unlocked, chat. And what large scale research allows me to do is I can finally send my dudes on a proper mission. Don't worry, Sharon. And these large-scale missions are what I have been looking for the whole time now.
What sort of warrior?
Because I wanted to abort this simple crafting here. And now we can go for Delicia. And Delicia has the... Here, Gorthak Ironworks, finally. So I can take Fred together with Piers, Terry, and Mathilda. Then I slap the other guys in here. And we're actually sitting at 6.4 every 24 hours. Which is huge. Right? We get the excavation dig site for 25k, so that's insane as well. We get the ranching that we don't actually need anymore here for 3.1 because we get so much from the other. I guess we could abort the simple mining and we could abort the small scale mining. No, actually small scale mining can run. Yeah. We get the Time-worn ruins are soon done. Nice. We get the ranching together with... That's only the ranching. We can abort the ranching. And then we go for Delicia. And we get down here the cacao farm. And the cacao farm, you pretty much put you at like Evelyn. That's 14k right away, which is crazy. Evelyn, Fritz, Luther, and the rest is contribution workers again. 17k, yeah. So these two are mental. Then we need the Demoness Quarry. Can we have like in Demoness a quarry? I'm pretty sure we had with small scale mining, exactly. We have the House of Zerian security, but doesn't Delicia have like another security that might be better? They don't have a second security, do they? So House of Zerian is still the best security. Sungrove Manor. I mean, first what we're gonna do is actually we have a few build missions, don't we? There was like
We'll always be ready.
There was a quest. Get the quest here in Demoness Lacus Farm. In the builder. And the rest of the lads. Good. You don't understand how the whole thing is working, the whole camp. It's just like once you put the pieces together, it's quite simple. The most important thing you got to learn is unlock the time-worn ruins so that you can do this quest here. I think my time-worn ruins are done. Yep. So I can send them out again. So this is in the Crimson Desert. These are called the time-worn ruins. I need currently 11k armors. So I gotta wait for my armor quest to finish. But then I can send the lads out, right? And currently I have Devon on a... Shit, I put him on a mission, right? Where did I put Devon again? We're gonna wait.
I'll see that everyone's well looked after.
So yeah, the time-worn ruins, they give us artifacts. And they give us cool recipes, which is amazing, actually. It's not only artifacts, it's also like rare crafting recipes for the very special blueprints. I'm not sure if I got one here. Sort by date. Here, we got 3 artifacts, right? For my mission now. But sadly not more. Just 3 artifacts. What we got there. But now with these large scale missions unlocked, I am pretty much 100% getting enough resources to just keep doing the thing over and over again. Which is my goal, right? You need to have a good food mission, a good money mission, a good quarry mission, a good smithing mission, and a good wood crafting mission. And once you have like all these missions, like right, properly there, then you're good, like good to go. I think the only thing I'm missing right now is here, logging. Logging is, I think, the only thing I'm missing currently. But yeah, you can just send like here the logger, right, with the other dudes, and then we get 11k logging as well. Yeah. I canceled a bunch of stuff to get the farm and the field worker orders for the camp together. Yeah. So for your camp, you can only do one at a time. So right now we got, let's check it all. So we got security for money. Then we got the construction. We have mining. We have money. We have the 6.4k armors per, right? Every 23 hours. So that's perfect. Because that's 48 hours in-game hours for 12k. And the thing is that one time-worn excavation. So this is like how you have to calculate this, okay? So one time-worn ruins takes 3 in-game days, which means that in 3 in-game days, you have to make the resources. You have to make 30k money and all the others, right? And since each mission actually takes money, you also got to make sure that you have enough missions for money. That's why we need 2 money missions, right?
Looking. If you need a particular someone, I'll...
How do you get the Gorthek Ironworks for armor? You got to do the research. So Gorthek Ironworks has research here, but the researcher is actually here. Yeah, so don't you dare asking me a single question about that. Also, if you haven't done it yet, chat, there is additionally research at the very top here, and this research allows you to put your stamina higher than it would actually be possible. Right? Very important that you don't miss out on that. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to get maximum life, maximum stamina, maximum spirit. So there's one of these for each. Okay? Oh, hello, random diamonds? Iron? Who's that? Fine. You've unlocked the entire map already? Yeah, it's just like tiny nooks and crannies that are missing. But pretty much the whole map unlocked. I mean, I'm just one quest away from finishing the game in that regard. But I still haven't done all the quests yet. And I still also haven't done all the...
Still no word from him.
Bosses.
On any of the trade routes
right?
Recently? A good friend of mine.
I mean, need to invest more in research. It's really worth it to do the research because it allows you to just play better, as you've seen there, right? Oh, great. You know, I just wanted to talk to the merchant. I didn't want to get attacked by like weirdos. So, like, when it comes down to the map, like, there's still a little bit here that we haven't discovered. I mean, I haven't been to the Sandshift village yet. There is a mine that I haven't seen, but, like, minimally, right? Absolute minimal things. There seems to be something here. It says the Forgotten City, but I'm not even sure if there's something, right? Is there something in that Forgotten City? Or is there nothing? Like, is there actually nothing up there? Well, we could just teleport and pull out our dragon. All Abyss puzzles done. I think, yes, we killed the super rare Abyss boss, where you need to go for the Endless Corridor for. Not sure if like here, the Forgotten City, where it says, is there anything even there? Or does it just say? Where's my horse at? I never understood that delay from the horse summoning. Why the horse can't just appear instantly. When I bet there's like some random boss just in the middle of nowhere here. See, I cannot enter this region, but why? Where am I trying to go that I cannot enter this? A horse? Why did you throw me off? See, we've arrived in the Forgotten City. Oh, what is this? Chat, what is this? That's new? Is this Dune? So what now? Correction. Oh, great. I got a silver pouch. Alabaster curved sword. Okay, cool. There you go, chat. Why wouldn't there be just a random location in the middle of nowhere where you just get an alabaster cursed sword? I mean, allegedly, there's also something here in this location. But I mean, this, like, if this was Elden Ring, right, you would know that there's a boss fight there. DLC would be amazing. I mean, I would be surprised if they're not making a paid DLC of some form. It would seem silly to not make one. See? Just a random abyssal crescent in the middle of nowhere. But why, chat? But why is this here? Why is there a random city? Well, I guess it is what it is. Or confirm the DLC. Yeah. But is it paid? Is it free? What armor said, the shoulders are from the Landfort armor. The helmet is the helmet of the Cursed Souls. And the armor is actually Fallen Kingdom. My horse won't ride faster. Okay. Cool. So there seems to be nothing here, and I assumed there would be something here. But there's nothing here. I mean, that's just empty land to cross. This is what we feared a bit at the... See, now I cannot enter this region because we're like going in the middle part, right? Nothing for me to discover after all. I mean, we wanted to talk to a merchant anyways. The game just decided that we're not able to talk to a merchant because we get ambushed by a bunch of weirdos. Wait, the merchant vanished. The quest probably advanced already. Supposed to talk to the merchant. Yeah, this was the one we wanted to do, but the merchant is just gone. Great. Is there a unique weapon in the middle of nowhere? Yeah. I mean, the game definitely has a ton of stuff where you're just like, yay. Right? The problem is that weapons are obviously completely useless, right? So, yeah, sure, you can get all these weapons. However, an important mission is in progress. I have no mission in progress. I cannot teleport because an important mission is in progress. Okay. That's fantastic. You on PS or off PC? We're on PC. Which abyss gear did you put on this weapon? So we did extensive testing. There will be a TLDR video that wraps it all together. The conclusion of our testing was that currently, if you want to use Turning Slash, you want to have Grey Soul Howling, even though it won't hit every single boss and every single enemy, but Grey Soul Howling is one of the highest damage increases. It pretty much adds a Turning Slash to your Turning Slash. So if you do your Turning Slash, elemental imbued or not, you're getting another one, and that one is massive damage. Then Ground Surge is the second massive damage. Guaranteed super boost, just going forward, very good. This gets followed up by Shadow Claw, which now creates tiny claws as we're hitting. And these claws do massive damage. And the same goes for the crows. They do amazing damage. Otter's Orb is not worth it. Confirmed, tested, and tried. The Frost ability from Belith the Darksworn is good. But we gotta, like, we don't have infinite slots, so we had to make a decision, right? What to take and what not to take. Those would be the ones to take for maximum damage. Okay, let's see if we can teleport again or if the game is still bugged because finally we can teleport. That was so weird. An important mission is in progress. An important mission is in progress. An important mission. Oh, God. How's the damage, Joy? Well, we killed the hardest 3 bosses in the game with this. Actually, with the weaker version of this. So we killed Otter, we killed Belith, and we killed our good friend, the Forgotten General. All bosses annihilated. Great experience, 10 out of 10 would recommend. My inventory is finally full. Once again, it's been a while. It's like we have like these last bandit camps here to clear out on the map. You're still in chapter 5. I need these items. Some of these items you can get ASAP. Other items you need to have story progress for. For example, Crow's Pursuit is story progress. You cannot cheese that. You need the story progress. The Volcanic Eruption you can get really early. The Fire Imbuement you can also get really early if you're strong enough. And then you can go dynamite fishing. Oh no, Chad. Le elephant. Ah, yeah. 80% of the screen is just explosions? Yes. The answer is yes. You're correct. 80% of the screen is just explosions. Oh no, Chad, look. A family of turtles. My inventory is full. I can't even skin them. So that means we just killed them because we could. The golden beer bugged? Yes, the golden beer is bugged, sir. However, we don't know if the golden beer is bugged or if it's working as intended and the translation is just bad. So because it says permanent on the golden beer and it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, it's the only item like that that actually, like from all the temporary items that says permanent. So you would say seems intended. But maybe it was a translation error and it was actually never meant to work like that. I mean, who knows, right? We don't work at that company.
I'll teach you Okay, this one's spicy.
Oh no, I'm out of spirit. I'm stuck. I don't see shit. Screen is full of trees, not full of explosions. They have like one camp left, two camps left. These are the final bandits, right? And if you kill all of them, that should like advance the quest. This is like how you weirdly advance quests in the game sometimes. You just clear camps and then suddenly it's possible. Chill, you have all these elements. And the only one that's worth it is fire. Wind is shit. Lightning is shit. Ice is shit. All of them are shit. The only one that actually does efficiently something is fire. But don't worry, that will be part of our testing video. Because I want to show you how bad some of these actually are. Well, we now hand tested everything in this stream. And the conclusion is really fire element and the ones that we've shown you. Depending on if you want to do or don't want to do the playstyle, right? Mingle and jingle. He doesn't want to die. And I could probably wait for my stamina to refill to kill him. It probably buff the other ones eventually. The problem is not buffing the other ones. They just don't have the support to work that way. So fire has the advantage that fire just has multiple things happening for it. So there are two supports that are working for fire. The volcanic eruption and the flames of judgment. Wind also has two, but the two of wind are utilitarian and useless. Lightning has only one. Ice has only one. Which brings you to fire, right? Okay, chat. Tomorrow's Easter, though, and I still have a lot to organize, so we'll have to keep the stream short and sweet today. However, I'll be sitting down tonight to probably wrap together the video about all the abyssal cores, and I'm going to put it live in 4 hours or so, just that you have an eye out for it, okay? We're done for now. Thank you very much for coming and watching. It's been a short and sweet stream. I hope you all enjoyed the testing and had a good time, and I can, well, get you the TLDR video as soon as possible, that you know which ones you can absolutely throw in the trash and which ones you should keep. Heads up already, don't use Spirit Siphon. Spirit Siphon is terrible, okay? I'll be back tomorrow, and not tomorrow, I'll be back on Monday for more. Until then, take care and have a fantastic time. See you soon.